Well, Brian, tonight's public hearing gave Vermonters the opportunity to come and voice their opinions on a number of firearm bills. Now, one of those bills completely stole the show and was by far the most controversial. Today, we spoke to folks on both sides of this debate. Take a listen.
And I don't think it's right to punish everybody for some people's mistakes.
Gun rights advocates showing up in droves, urging lawmakers not to jeopardize their Second Amendment protections. Those that showed up here in Randolph fear Bill S-22 would do that.
I do not believe it will accomplish what they hope.
Vermont lawmakers are considering legislation that would create a 48-hour waiting period for gun purchases. It comes after 23-year-old Andrew Black of Essex shot and killed himself last year, just hours after buying a gun. His parents have said if a waiting period was in place, their son would still be alive today.
It would be a nice little speed bump for somebody that was buying it for the wrong reasons.
Many gun control advocates do agree a short time gap could prevent impulsive decisions.
90% of people who survive a suicide attempt do not go on to die by suicide. However, unlike almost every other method of suicide, use of a firearm in a suicide attempt is almost always lethal.
Chris Bradley with the Vermont Federation of Sportsmen's Clubs says there's no concrete evidence a waiting period would reduce suicides by firearm. He says over the past 20 years, only 3 people in Vermont killed themselves after immediately buying a gun.
People plan. I mean, even the case of the man in Essex. He planned.
Senate President Pro Tem Tim Ashe agrees finding a balance is tough. He plans on voting in favor of the controversial bill.
While many of those who oppose taking action would say, well, it's not going to solve every instance, that is true. But there are many people who, upon reflection, get past a very difficult time, and that's the goal of a waiting period.
Now, Bill S-22 also states that people must store their guns safely and securely. Now, opponents to that provision argue that if they need their gun in an emergency situation and it is locked away, that could put their lives in danger. For now, live in Burlington tonight, Helena Battipaglia, NBC5 News.